Hey, Coach. Is it the same starting lineup tonight as Game 4?
Yes, sir.
All right. My question is, it's Game 5. You guys have now had 4 games against each other. It seems like each team pretty much kind of knows what the other is going to do schematically. Does a game and a series like this just comes down to whoever executes better and the consistent attitude of guys on the floor?
The playoffs is always about execution, on both sides of the floor. And one possession on either side of the floor can change a game. So we understand that, Game 4, we did a better job of executing our defensive plan, understanding what we wanted to take away. And, we did a great job on our game plan mistakes. And then offensively, we want to keep attacking the paint. And I thought we did that early in that first quarter, getting to the paint, getting to the free throw line, and getting those guys in the bonus early.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. Go over to Eddie.
Hey, Coach. You guys did a real good job. Games 3 and 4 against Tim Hardaway Jr. after he hurt you pretty good in the first 2. What have you guys been doing different, or just what have you been doing better?
I think paying more attention, understanding what we're trying to do. We definitely want to limit his 3-point shots. Starting Kawhi in the last couple of games, we thought has been great. Bringing in physicality. I'm a bigger defender. We want to make sure we're running him off the 3-point line as best as possible, making him play inside the 3. And I thought we did a great job of that, in Game 4.
Thanks. Go over to Tomer.
Hey, Ty, hope you're doing well today. When you guys first signed Nick, I'm curious, did you ever think, all right, this is a lineup where we're going to run our own version of the death lineup with Marcus at the 4, Batum at the 5, or interchangeable, whatever it is. Did you ever think you were going to run a lineup like that out, especially in the playoffs?
Yeah, I knew we would, but I didn't know about starting. I didn't know about starting that way. But, like I said, the playoffs is a game of adjustments, and you got to do what's best for the team. And, I give, Zoo and Pat Beverly a lot of credit, like I have the last couple of games, of just being about the team and understanding matchups and in different circumstances. So they've been great. They've been leading the cheering squad on the sideline, keeping guys engaged, helping guys be engaged. So the playoffs is about sacrifice, and we talked about that early on. And our guys are, they're showing you that right now.
Given that lineup didn't play at all during the regular season, only a few minutes in the playoffs before you started it, did you have any concerns about it, major concerns about it that you can share? I guess?
Offensively, just, Nick not knowing all the plays at the 5 position, but the last couple of days we've been able to, introduce a couple other things that we can run, so we don't get, stagnant. But I think defensively it's been great. I think be able to switch everything with Luka, be able to shrink the floor, having great low man activity and activation, and then be able to fly around because we're a lot faster. So defensively it definitely helped us. And it's given spacing on the floor as well. So just kind of see what they do, what adjustment they make. I think they probably go big tonight, knowing Rick, but we'll see.
Thanks, Ty.
Thanks, Tomer. We'll go over to Ramona.
Hey, Ty.
Hello, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Hey, I was just wondering about your relationship with Rajon Rondo and sort of how he's kind of, as a coach, when you have a guy like that out on the court, what he does for your team is sort of an extension of the coaching staff.
He's been great, since 2009 when I first met him and had a chance and opportunity to coach him. That was my first assignment. Doc put me with Rondo, and we built that relationship. And when I left, after 4 years, we had a great relationship. And throughout his career, he always, called and asked me for advice or different situations or how I handle different situations. So it's been like a big brother role. And then having him on my team now has been great. It's been great for Kawhi and PG and Marcus and our older guys. Just a guy who comes in every day, the team watches film together, after the game, and, Rondo's kind of constructing that. So he's been great for our team, his leadership, and then we know, how he plays and what he does in the playoffs. So he's been great.
Did you when you had LeBron on your team, did you watch film with him? Is that something you do with certain players?
Yeah, certain, different situations. And, if in the playoffs, if a team runs this play well, just talking to the guy, like, how would you defend it? How do you like it? What would you do? And just kind of get their vision on it as well. Because it's good to see from another person's perspective. It's not like my way or the highway. Like, we want to get it right. No matter who brings up the right suggestion, we want to make sure we get it right. And that's how we run our ship around here.
Thanks.
I didn't cuss, Cam. I said ship.
I got you. You can just blame it on the mask too.
Yeah.
We'll go over to Law.
Hey, what's going on, Ty? You mentioned yesterday that you're trying to get your offense going, or at least you feel like it's your offense is due. And Kawhi and PG have done such a great job getting to the basket, getting great shots. But the only other guy in double figures in the series has been Reggie. So, in terms of guarding against any potential letdown from Kawhi or Paul, like what do you need to do to make sure other guys are in a spot where they can chip in over the course of this game tonight?
Just make shots. You know, we talked about I wasn't really saying our offense. I was saying like we're due to have a great shooting night, and we haven't had it in this series yet. So, coming home for game 5, fans are going to be electric. And I think tonight, we just need to have a great shooting night, shooting, 19 for 38 or somewhere in there, like, 50% from 3 would be great for us. So we're overdue for that.
Thanks. It looks like we got 2 hands left. Cam, you can go ahead.
Hey, good evening, Coach. Now that you look at the film from obviously games 1 through 4, what have you noticed has been the difference between the guys playing here at home versus on the road?
I think, game ones are always tricky, Cam, in the playoffs because you never know what a team's going to do, the rotations, how they're going to guard your best players. And they caught us off guard with, double teaming Kawhi and firing that in the first game and PG as well, so we were able to adjust to that, in the second game. I think we scored 121 points, but defensively we wasn't able to, keep up with them and slow them down. But throughout the course of a series, every game is going to be different. We understand that, but we understand like how we want to attack offensively now. Like we know what we want to do, what we're looking for. And defensively, I think, those first 2 games, we made so many game plan mistakes that it hurt us. So we had to simplify our defense and make it as simple as possible and just kind of go from there so our players are not playing in thought.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you.
Thanks. And then the last question, take from Mason.
Hey, Coach, you kind of just touched on this, but you guys had your counter by moving Reggie and Nico later into the starting lineup. Have you and the coaching staff talked about how you anticipate they might counter your counter, like either schematically or maybe a lineup change? Like, what are you expecting from them?
Yeah, we talked about it. I'm expecting to probably start Bobby, but we'll see. I don't know.